Stop the self-sabotage. Man, look, I'm talking to myself when I say this, but I feel like it's a positive message. It's a message that I feel like a lot of people got to hear, even if you're not an artist or entrepreneur, even if you're like, whatever you do, whatever, if you have goals, chances are there's some trauma that is causing you to self-sabotage, or you have some trauma that's causing you to subconsciously self-sabotage, tongue twister, your goals. So in my example, I'm a musician and entrepreneur, and growing up, that wasn't the accepted path in my family. So I have some very close people to me, family members, who have outright rejected the fact that I'm on the path that I'm on, and have told me things like, me not being good enough to go this route, me not being smart enough to go this route, or it just not being a positive, or it not being a route that will work out for me. And although I'm still on this path, so clearly I didn't consciously believe them, but a lot of that stuff I've noticed has impacted the way that I move. So as an artist, I've noticed that I spent a lot of time, like in my journey, I've spent a lot of time and a lot of energy on the plan Bs, on the things that are supposed to be my safety net, rather than diving full into the art, and the entrepreneurship, not because I consciously believe that I need them, but because those voices are still in the back of my mind and I'm moving accordingly. And that's what you call self-sabotage. I'm moving in a way that is making it more likely that I will fail at what I'm trying to do. Now, the moment we realize this, it's up to us to make the change. It's up to us to break that mental curse and act in spite of it. And it's very uncomfortable to do, because once you realize what you've been doing, by the time you realize it, it's already a habit. And if it's a habit, that means you have to break a habit. If you know anything about habits, Atomic Habits by James Clear, definitely a recommended read. But if you've read that book, or if you know anything, done any research about habits, you know that breaking habits is a lot harder than forming new ones. So once you understand what it is that you're doing to self-sabotage your goals, you need to immediately implement the habit breaking cycle. You need to immediately implement going against that voice, because a lot of times it takes us some time to figure it out. But once we do, that's when the true magic begins. So stop the self-sabotage, do your journaling, do things that just bring more consciousness to your habits, and for you to figure out whether or not you're really in alignment with your goals in terms of what your actions are, and you'll be just fine. You just got to do that until some shit shakes. Peace.